Hello everybody, my name is Pravus, and welcome back to more Hearts of Iron 4 Palpatine's Gamble, playing as the Galactic Republic in this Star Wars-based mod. This actually really makes me want to go play some Empire War, I'm not gonna lie. It's been a long time since I played that, but I know that there's actually been a pretty large modding community around that game, which is pretty cool. Alright, so we're gonna get ourselves a tech increase. We could tech up again, which I honestly think is worth it since I've got the money. Let's do it. So now at tech level 2. Research. Nothing here. Okay, so maybe we aren't going to gain the ability to research our own new ships, at least for a time. But what we do know is now I should be able to go and start buying some ships. Yeah, we could start buying some Acclimator class assault ships. There are 5 in stock. We can start buying the rights. Wait, purchase the rights for them or buy the ship? Oh. So I can make them. I want these. All right, we're building these. Yeah, Acclimator ship time. Boom! Give me. I want these. I have to imagine these are solid. Okay, so we got some assault frigates. 734 kilonauts can't be right. Wait. That's so fast. That is so fast compared to the rest of these ships. One of the reasons I was building some of these corvettes was the thought they were going to be the fast ships, and following typical Hearts of Iron 4 meta, you go for ships that are really hard to hit. But, excuse me, 734? I mean, granted, they have a huge amount of surface visibility. Like, fair enough, and they don't have torpedoes. Okay, fine, but like, yeah? And these all start off at higher levels too. Look at this. Woo! Woo! Okay, well, I mean, yeah, I'm building these. Thank you very much. 100% I'm building these. I'm no longer quite as interested in some of these other ships as I was before. Question, why? What happened? Did we just finish? Wait. I bought the rights. How fast do these get built? Okay, it takes a while. I think we just bought one and it like supercharged construction of it. Let me take a look at my navy. Hang on. Yes, that's exactly what happened. So by going to the market, we bought a ship and ordered it so it built really fast. We also bought the rights, so we resolved a research basically so that I can start building it myself. Apparently. Because I'm able to build them down here. Interesting. So you want to buy a lot of things at least once, is what I'm getting out of that. Let's go ahead and trade with Alderaan, might as well. Huh. Well, yeah, keep building these like forever, I guess. Let's assign these to the reserve fleet for now, all of you. Right, and I'll just go ahead and just kind of stock up my navy over here for the time being, at least until I can figure out what else to do with it. Dude, these are Empire at War sound effects. I'm sorry, you know it. These are Empire at War sound effects. All right, so as far as my construction, we're still building more civilian factories. I'm gonna go ahead and invest in some more civilian investment. We might as well. I've got some more political power, which I'd like to spend on something. So we finished out getting these advisors, so I'm not going to be getting Padme Amidala because... why? Can we get a spy agency yet? No. Darn it. Okay. I could invest in trying to get some more people to stay on my side. Fresia, apparently, is now moldable. Let's go ahead and spend some power and get them to stay on my alignment. It did not work. In reality, if they broke free, maybe we can actually kill them quickly. I don't know. So we just learned how to make these tanks. I guess I was already producing some of those, wasn't I? Let's go for an upgrade to my flash speeders. Was that an Old Republic tank? I think it was. Huh. Well, I would like to continue making some additional upgrades to my government. For example, apparently we can only get naval theorists, and they're exactly the same as each other. Well, that's not so good. All right, fair enough. We did do some promises of peace. We could spend money and start making people not likely to secede. We can bring the pacifists under control, basically. I'm not going to spend 5 million per day. That's ridiculous. Humanitarian crisis is a good opportunity to get people to like me. That said, I think I'm going to go ahead and work on the Senate Commando Initiative, which I guess might unlock some slightly better soldiers for me. Maybe. I don't know, I'm fascinated by this mod. I don't really know entirely what I'm doing, and I'm not sure how to talk about it, but hey, we can train units. And we should. Let's train some more units. I can only train 2 of these. We can only train a handful of units at a time. Honestly, that's fine. I'm okay with that. Let's take a look at our logistics, make sure we're all right. Yep, got plenty of equipment to go around, so that's fine. I just think it's worth training up some units. Have a few on hand, be ready to go. So we're gonna need like some really weird naval engagements. Like going for a naval invasion is gonna be extra important in this mod, right? Was there like a research we needed to do for the naval stuff? No, we've already got convoys, invasion, defense, and preparation capacity. Yeah, no, nothing we gotta do there. Why would I want these? Is the Invincible class Dreadnought like really good? Doesn't seem that bad. Where's like speed and stuff though? 35. Again, these are nothing compared to some of these cruisers, the cruisers I've already got. Like, why would I ever build some of those? Base stability and judicial garrison stuff? Sure. Well, base stability is always good. Get an upgrade to our delay. Now we can go for mobile defense. Could actually boost the speed. Not going to, though. We can modify our government. Oh, wow, we got a lot of political power all of a sudden. Holy crap. All right, I want a naval theorist. An industrial concern guy could make some sense. Electronics or industry, material. Aircrafts, these are starfighters. Naval manufacturer. Vehicles, armor. Select design company description. Could get more manpower. Can't go to war economy until we have more war support. Also have to be at war. A failed assassination attempt on Padme Amidala. Okay, we're now in episode 2. We're in the opening sequences of episode 2. What's episode 2? Shut up. I know what I'm talking about. But what I want, I'm thinking probably industrial concern. Let's go ahead and invest in that now. It is 977, so I think every like year in the game, whether it's like accurate or not is irrelevant. Every year in the game probably is going to start translating between like some new new events in the movies and such. So now that it's 977, let's get again some more construction repair speed. Crackdown on corruption again, 100%. So this should get rid of, I think, the internal conflicts. The Commerce Guild has officially seceded. Onderon, I feel like maybe if they stay over here long enough in the wrong alignment chart, they'll eventually secede. And if we like invest in Onderon and bring them back into the play, maybe that would work. What faction is Onderon considered to be a part of, though? Surely not the pacifist. They're pacifists. So making the pacifists happy would work. Okay. Interesting. We could start spending our money to pay off some of our debt. I can't pay a lot of loans at a time, apparently. Oh, our outstanding debt's over here. The galactic outstanding debt versus my debt. Ah. Well, let's get rid of that. So now I don't have any more debt. So these other people have debt. Is that what this is? This is a ledger of other people's debt? How does one play as the bank and then just rule the galaxy with money? That's what I want to know, because that's what I'm all for. I'm all about it. I'm going to go for the dockyard upgrade, believe it or not. Because the idea of being able to build more acclimator ships and faster is extremely attractive to me. I'm going to need a lot more duralloy, but that's beside the point. All right, so we got ourselves a bunch more judicial units, which we'll go ahead and start training up to get them into a higher experience. Also, just get more of that army experience going. I'm gonna need to train for more, get some more duralloy. Can I, like, annex anybody? I'm actually curious, can I? No, I'm sure I can. These are all faction members. Can I reorganize into a galactic empire? We can build a couple more naval shipyards, which I'll go ahead and do. More civilian factories? Why not? But not much more than this. I think after this we start working on military factories. Turbo lasers! Shoot down bombers and stuff. Where's, like, my planetary defense batteries, you know? The giant round super... You all know the Family Guy. There's a Family Guy quote about that, which I actually don't want to risk. Chancellorship elections. Political power and base stability is nice. Invest in the core. This will upset a lot of people, though. Shroud of Darkness. We could... We can probably just make the pacifists happier for a bit. Should bring Onderon closer to where it ought to be. But I could also just invest outright and try to bring them closer. Yeah, that's one step closer. It's not enough, but we're getting closer to it. Gonna be a while before I can get the next tech increase. Flash speeders are now a thing. We probably should go ahead and start working toward upgrades of things that I need to produce. And why, by the way, we are not producing the right speeders. Where's my flash speeders? There they are, they just don't have an icon. Okay, so I do want to start building these. We don't have any factories yet. I'm gonna want fighters, I'm gonna want bombers. How good are these? They're pretty slow, they got torpedo attack. I'm guessing these still count as, yeah, they're capital ships. I'm guessing at the end of the day, we still need to be building a bunch of corvettes just as screening ships, if nothing else. And if that's the case, going for maximum speed plus heavy torpedoes is usually what you want. So the fastest mix of torpedo and speed is what we want, and that's the case. I feel like some of these corvettes I'm building is still already the right call. Like, these guys still seem like the best. We could probably modify and make them better, but, like, I'm lazy, and Navy stuff has always been confusing to me. So yeah, I still think that we're on the right track. Build as many of these corvettes as we can. Not these. Yeah, these are the best upgraded ones for me. Could even add on some extra torpedoes. It's actually not a bad idea. Like, really make these guys into gunboats. We've already got an engine upgrade, which gives them speed. That's what we want. Radar. I don't know if we need more surface detection, especially because I think that ultimately these guys have pretty low surface detection. If we can get trade interdiction and make corvettes really hard to hit, then they'll be my super invincible screeners who bomb the frick out of the capital ships, which you can't hide worth anything. Radar on small ships seems useless. Torpedoes seems pretty sensible. All right, well, we got some synthetic experiments, so I can start going for fuel. No way to get more duralloy, which is really what I want, though. I guess we can go for the max factories and such. Is there anything else that'd be better? Not this. Radar, maybe. Could start working toward this. We need better guns. Start Start working to more upgrades for infantry equipment. So let's just make sure we don't fall behind in that. That's obviously very important. So what can I do with excess money? Because I feel like we should be able to do something. Can I pay off other nations' debt in order to make them like me? Can I raise interest rates, the general interest rate? Can I bankrupt the corporations? Oh. Seems pretty smart, doesn't it? I feel like we could invest in the core. We're going to risk upsetting a lot of stuff if we do that. Maybe we don't want to do that right now. Do we want to go for the elections and start working down toward, like, the investigation for the Battle of Geonosis? I mean, how else are we going to get a military, right? Let's elect Palpatine properly. That should be fine. And we'll use that as our excuse to start getting the clones. And with the clones, maybe we'll be able to start attacking people. Let's get some more civilian investment going, since I am still building at least a handful of these civilian factories, though obviously I have quite a few now. Landing zone? After landing invasion forces, quickly build a landing zone to allow our supply chain. Oh, okay, so it's kind of like the dockyards. Got it. Wait, facilitate more trade. Huh. Repair services, supply, and then bunkers, which appear to be more or less the same. This is for naval invasions, and naval invasion, actually, you know, I could actually see naval defenses as being really important. Let's get rid of the weakened executive branch. That's costing me a lot of daily political power gain, and we can improve this a lot. If you can get me stupid amounts of political power, I will put down this CIS thing before it's an issue, I promise. All right, more civilian factories available. You know what? No, now it's time to go ahead and start getting some military factories. Build them out here in Coruscant. It's time. Another free dockyard. Let's go and get some more screening ships going.
Ready for battle, sir.
It sounds like we're training clones, but that can't be right. Let's get some more dockyards, even though I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to train for a trade for a lot of Duralloy. I still think it's worth it to start getting a lot more ships. We have money. We can just buy ships. How good are these, do we think? You know what? I'm gonna buy both of them. I've bought all the corvettes. They're not here in my production chain. But if I go to the main navy, I'm gonna group you all up so I can see it. There's the Dreadnought class. And some consular classes. So while this is running, let's take a look at this. So Dreadnoughts are freaking expensive. They are not fast. But they do have some pretty darn heavy attack. Dak declared war on the Quarren. Okay, so that's going on in Mount Calamari, I think. Light attack 9.4, 15.7. I don't understand how these guys can be this fast. They have to be impossible to shoot. Like, literally impossible to hit. I like the idea of some extra light attack only because it lets me shred through enemy screens a lot faster. What can we upgrade on these Dreadnoughts? They're mostly already upgraded. I mean, oh, wow. Level 4 batteries here? And lots of secondary guns, too. Fire control. These are like some pretty decent, like, already upgraded ships. Saves me a lot of effort. I guess I will start building some. I need more resources so we can continue to fund the war effort. Aircraft, I think it might be time to do that. I would love, obviously, more agility. Naval bombers, I would imagine, are actually really good. But I'll go for the fighters. All right. So we're restoring the executive branch. This is going to solve a lot of political issues. Dockyard upscale is done, so we get a boost to our production there. Production efficiency cap might be worthwhile. We can go for more factories. Bombers, yeah. Start instead getting some land army stuff put together. We still have no spies. I don't know how to get an intelligence agency. So I'm definitely not sure what I'm supposed to do with this navy. I like that it's called the Diplomatic Squadron. No one will ever guess that I'm arming up. No one suspects a thing. I feel like we don't need these land speeders. We should have already gotten upgrades, right? Flash speeders are in a different category from the land speeders, for better or worse. Judicial reform, strengthen the Supreme Chancellor, Senate reform, emergency powers, protection of the Senator. Sure, let's get Naboo under control, since we already know they were voting against me earlier. We're about to finish with the Republic Tech increase. I feel like that's important because I should be able to start buying lots more ships, right? So now we are Tech 3. I can tier up again? We got the money. Keep doing it. So wait, what can I buy? Oh, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. They're all out of stock. I can't even buy these. Boo. Alright, let's find out what these Pelta cruisers can do. So these guys... pretty good. They're fast, and they've got light attack. That's better than dreadnoughts. Dude, forget dreadnoughts. Screw that. Build these. So I think they still count as capital ships. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Yeah, they do count as capital ships, so they're still in the back row. But they would do some pretty awesome light attack damage. To the point where they're actually better than my acclimator. They're not as fast, but they're still really fast. So the reason I like this is the light attack value shreds enemy screens. And once enemy screens are gone, as long as I still have enough corvettes, our torpedoes take them all to heck. Let's start getting some fuel. Let's keep getting more of these. We're gonna need some more military factories. How are we doing on money? Making plenty right now. Mortars get an upgrade, good. Let's go for an upgrade to my artillery. We got military factories. Let's go for some more fighters. I'm curious as to whether I need these land speeders. Do I swap you out? Mobile. Mounted. No. Armored? Ah. Lightly armed speeders are considered to be tanks, whereas these are considered to be motorized divisions. So what I really want to do then is create a new template. Right? So if I duplicate you, we'll make these light tank, basically. And then swap all you out for armor. So now we have to worry about things like organization, but yeah, now we start getting some serious stats. Okay. Armor is still garbage, but at least we get some hardness value, which helps. I'm going to go for more tanks. Organization's unbelievably good. Wait, do these just... Their organization's actually pretty good. Well, now I'm wondering if I'm wrong and I should be going for repulsor tanks. Because these guys are great. Let's continue with the light speeders for now. Because these are obviously pretty good units with really good organization. But now I'm like... should we just make these nothing but speeders? Because that's still a lot of good organization. No issues. Yeah, maybe we should do that. Maintenance companies by default? Okay. Engineers, sure. And I can toss on the artillery. Gets a pretty good amount of extra soft attacks. Still pretty good organization. Now, let's keep in mind, just because I've got really good organization, all this, and it's really good by HoI4 standards, isn't necessarily fantastic. I mean, the enemy will have really high organization as well. So don't get too excited about this. Logistically, we have very few light speeders. So I do want to keep the land speeders up, but beyond that, I think we start going hard on the flash speeders. The downside is this takes up more duralloy, which I'm running low on as is. Let's get another upgrade for the infantry equipment. Materials, I think we go for the weapons and research speed there. We, of course, need to trade for, you guessed it, more duralloy.
We're ready for battle, sir.
Got more units. So I probably should be spreading a lot of these units out.
We're ready for battle, sir.
We're going to want area defense on all my worlds. Though, debatably, we should actually be stocking up wherever the CIS is located. That probably is what we should be doing, is actually sending our troops to the front lines of the CIS. Which is this. I'm looking for, like, big choke points. Like, if these 3 planets are a major threat, get rid of them, consolidate all this land, then we can keep all of our borders kind of easily set up. Like, they have to travel by the hyperlanes. So I know where the enemy has to come from if they're going to get me. Another failed assassination attempt. We are protecting the senator. We're chasing them. It's not supposed to be a Wookiee. That's supposed to be... It's supposed to be the name of the weird speeder that's going through Coruscant. We can investigate and lose some political power. We can chase bounty hunters. And we can go for the Battle of Geonosis. Declare war... Okay, this is war. I don't want this. We don't even have a Military Creation Act yet. So, we're going to go for the Senate reform. Let's start consolidating power around my Supreme Chancellor. Because I need clones. I'm going to imagine that clones are pretty good in stats. I would love some repulsor tanks. I feel like we're getting too much artillery because I'm not planning on integrating artillery really as much as I am using them for support companies, I think. Got plenty of infantry equipment, but we're going to also need plenty more to get upgraded. Maybe I shouldn't be producing these speeder bikes. Is this a waste? I feel like this is a waste. Get rid of those. Rocket launchers do what? It doesn't say what you do with them. I mean, I'm assuming that they give you lots of heavy attack. If we edited you... No, I have no idea. I actually have no idea what you do with rocket launchers. There's nowhere to place them. Huh. Well, we can start putting in some engineers and some artillery and such. That all still makes sense. Spending a bit more infantry equipment. So, what good are these? I'm bringing this down to 1 factory for now until I have a clue what I'm doing with it. Alright. Let's start producing some repulsor tanks, because I feel like bigger tanks could still be good. Not going to bother trading for anything yet. Senate reform, then judicial reform. We're going to lose some base stability, but my base stability is already very high right now. Vehicles. Armor, attack, or research speed and reliability. I think attack and defense. I still have only 10 million manpower. We can upgrade our artillery. Do that. That's ahead of time, so I'm not going to worry about it. Let's go for the squad shields. That'll finish this all out. Do we want recon? Field hospitals, logistics companies, and so on. I mean, recon still is something I go for. I know a lot of people say it's useless, but I do go for it, generally speaking. So I want to start recruiting some units, but we obviously aren't making anywhere near enough light tanks with the flash speeders. How many does it take for a single unit? 500. Yeah, we're nowhere close to that. For now, some more speeder tanks will do. And at least a few more judicials. And I'm going to leave these on repeat for now and just keep training more up. Still sitting on a lot of money. Wish I had a better idea what to do with it aside from just buying ships. We can buy more ships. I mean, consular classes, it's still screen ships, so I mean, alright. Would love to get the Venator class. Not sure why it's out of stock. We could get the Charger class. That's a new Corvette. Is it a better Corvette? Let's take a look-see. So you are 42.5 and 18 torpedo attack. Contrast that with 38.7 and 27. So 13.38 and 27. If I were to take you and add, let's say, some torpedo launchers of a higher variety, 54 and still very fast. Yeah, these'll do. Dude, I could load on even more. Still pretty quick. I don't feel like I care about fire control, though. Light attack, heavy attack, it's kind of irrelevant. Not that it hurts anything except for production costs, but still, I'm going to remove that. I don't know if anti-air is worth it. Maybe. It increases cost, but... You have to have light batteries, but I can build these out. Alright, so the new plan here is we are going to stop producing these Corvettes once that's done, and start producing the bigger Corvettes. A bunch of them. Now, I imagine they're fairly expensive, but nonetheless, they got better stats. These feel like stats that I can be proud of. I also feel like we can group all of you up. So we got 46 ships now. So 36 Corvettes and 10 heavy cruisers. We got admirals. Is that Tarkin? It's Wilholf Tarkin! He doesn't have the best stats. Oh, it's this guy! We have to put him in charge. He's the guy, I think, who... I don't know. I know him because, like, the guy who voices every annoying narration ever in Star Wars The Clone Wars, I think, has that character as well. Then again, he has, like, lots of characters. That voice actor gets around, dude. Alright, we're going to end this video here. Thank you all very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. If so, then I'd ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.